What is up, Booger Beans? Welcome back to another episode of Adventures with Boo. On this episode, we are going to be finishing the plumbing, as well as installing some plug-in covers for our countertops. So I was able to find some wood plug-in covers, and they look like they are straight out of like the 60s or something like that. So we are going to try and clean them up, sand them down, and make them work on our beautiful burnt wood countertop. And the plumbing should be done, and maybe if we're lucky, we will start on the propane tank set up beneath the bus and possibly running some propane lines. I don't know if that's going to happen. That might be in the next episode. But that's what we got, so let's get to it right now. First things first, what we have to do is that line between the pump and the accumulator right here is actually a pressurized line, so that could see up to basically 70 to 80 psi depending on the way the flow is set up and whatever else. But so it could see pretty high pressure. So I was doing some looking, and this clear nylon that we have in here is actually only rated for 40 psi. So what we need to do is we need to take out that piece and put in this braided line, which is rated up to 200 psi. So we have to do that. This side we're not going to change because that's actually under vacuum, so it's low pressure before the pump, so I'm not worried about any pressure there. But the other side we will have to change to braided line, so that's what we're going to do right now. So that guy there is replaced with 200 psi line. It will never see anything more than that, so that's all safe. That's good and dandy. Okay. So now what we need to hook up is the city water connection. So over here, there's a little connector just kind of behind that piece of wood. It's going to run down along here, drop down, run over here, and then come and connect into the water system just after the accumulator right in this area. So that's what we got to do next. I think I got the right fitting, but we won't really know until we try it out. So let's get over there. So we got all of the PEX piping in. So everything is run to the shutoffs for all the faucets. So before any fixture you put in your bus or your house, or really on any project, you should put shutoffs just in case you ever have to do maintenance or replace a faucet or something breaks or whatever. Then you can shut off the water there. You still have water throughout the rest of your bus or the rest of your house. But then right there, you're not going to have to deal with a lot of water inside the pipes. It shuts off right there. We also have shutoffs on things that may need replacement or something like that down the road, i.e. the pump, the hot water heater. We have those shutoffs before and after all of those to ensure that if you ever need to, you can just turn off the water for that little spot, take them out, deal with it, put it back all together. One thing we forgot to do though was put in this fitting. So on the drain on the sink right behind me here, it has an overflow pipe, and that overflow pipe needs to be run into the stack of the sanitary pipe. So I need to add this guy. That's what this fitting on the side here is. The overflow comes off the sink, wraps around the pipe twice, and then goes into here. The reason we wrap it around the pipe is so that it makes a trap in the bottom, so that you fill it up when you first start the sink, fill it up, overfill it so that it goes down into the overflow, fills that tube full of water, and makes it basically a water trap so that there's no smell will ever come up and through the overflow of the vent. Now we do again have the vent stack that should cause a draft and pull any smell or anything like that out, so it shouldn't be a big deal, but that's what we gotta do. So we have to undo a couple fittings and then put this in. That's also one thing to remember, is make sure you have a way of removing your trap on your sinks. So our sink, we have a removable trap, so there's like a screw, you undo it, that comes off, and then we also have a union just outside the side of the cabinet, so you undo that union, pop it off, all that piping comes out. Nice and easy. Just in case, it's the same thing, just in case you ever have to replace a sink, or a pipe cracks, or you never know, right? So just make sure you get those little safeties and those kinds of things in place, and you'll have a lot better time down the road. So yeah, let's get this guy in. Hi Beans. So we haven't really got much done on the bus in the last week or so here because we have lost heat in the bus. So our transfer pump that goes from the main tank to the rear tank of the bus is not working. It was working before, and it filled the tank about 2 times, but now it's no longer filling the tank. So I don't know if the pump itself is just toast. It is a pretty small pump, so I'm worried that it was just a little undersized for what it was doing. But we've ordered a new pump, and it should be here on Sunday, so then we'll get cranking on the bus again. But we did find a sink faucet for our kitchen sink at Habitat for Humanity, so we got a really good deal on it. We got it's the equivalent faucet at Lowe's right now is like $500, and we got it for $20. So unfortunately the head on it is broken, but we were able to order one on Amazon for $40. So all in all, $60, and we got a great faucet for our kitchen. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna measure it out, cut the hole for it, and install a faucet. It's pretty simple install. It's just basically one hole, a nut on the bottom, and then tying it into the hot and cold plumbing system of the bus. So yeah, let's get to it. Faucet is in. It's all set up, hot and cold. The faucet is working. The weight doesn't quite pull that guy back, so you gotta kind of stick it up in there. So I might add an extra weight to the hose, or maybe once you put water in it, the stiffness of the hose will kind of help pull it back. I don't know for sure. Obviously this faucet head's gonna get replaced because the buttons are broken on it. So that's coming, and I think that'll be here today. So we'll get that set up, and it's all ready to go. So we basically have running water now. We could fill the tank, and we could pump water out here. The only thing is, hot water heater doesn't have propane yet. So we got to figure out our propane system is the next really big thing we got to figure out. And then we got to do the shower and the vanity and all that kind of stuff here pretty shortly. So that's where we're at. I think that's probably going to be it for this episode, though, guys. If you enjoyed it, go down, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button. Let us know what's going on with you guys. If your bus is coming along, if you're moving into your bus, stuff like that. And then we'll catch you on the next one. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great night.